Cool. Just let me know when you're ready.
What is the title of our podcast?
We can think about that later.
That's a good point. But I wanted to be like, hey! Two guys in a mountain.
I don't know, man. Cairn Guides podcast? I don't really know.
Evening Tales with the Cairn Guides.
Evening Tales with the Cairn Guides. I like that. All right. Well, welcome to our podcast, guys. Jordan, I'm one of the co-founders of Cairn Outdoor Guides, and this is
Kevin. What's up, guys?
another co-founder. This is our first podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about, one, what we do and who we are, stuff like that, and then we're going to get into a more controversial topic. But to let all you guys out there know who we are, we started this company about 6 months ago. We are an outdoor guide company, so we're really trying to get more people outdoors. We're trying to promote and support people's mental and physical health, trying to obviously conserve and care about the environment, and then also support local businesses. Those are kind of like the four things that our company does try to really target and try to really capitalize on. We are a startup based out of Boulder. We most recently came out with a mobile application that you can get on Google Play and in the very near future Apple. But essentially, we just want to get people outside more, and we figure a good way to do that is wherever you are, you have the ability to link up with a guide. Whether you want to go paddleboarding, you want to do outdoor yoga, you want to go hiking, you want to go biking, whatever it may be. We want to give people access to that stuff in an affordable way, in a very convenient way. Kevin?
Yeah, also with our app, we're also looking for new guides that like to do cool things.
Mm-hmm.
We're two people. My activities are outdoors, snowboarding, skiing, like being out in the cold, hiking, backpacking. We also have a couple other guides that are doing climbing, bouldering. We have an ultra marathon runner that we've brought up to the team.
Mm-hmm.
Recently got a nature photographer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking, if you guys are interested at all in what we're doing and being a part of it, please either subscribe to our YouTube channel, message us on Facebook. We also have an Instagram. You can direct message us. The website as well has all of our contact information.
Yep.
We're just doing cool things and want to get more people out here doing them as well.
Yeah. So if you want to get paid to go on adventures and everything like that, it's a great resource for that. Very comparable to a lot of the folks out there. We're just doing things a lot different than what's currently out there. So if you want to learn more, like Kevin said, subscribe, message, comment, whatever it is. All right. That being said, maybe we can hit on our topic of the week.
Controversy. The government shutdown and people destroying all of the national parks.
It's really hard to be upset when we have this like awesome.
Yes. We'll give you guys a little bit better of our layout here.
It's really hard to be upset when you got this stuff going on.
Yeah.
But,
where are we at? We are in Boulder on what trail?
Undisclosed trail.
Ooh.
Mystery trail.
Secretive. If anyone knows where we are, comment.
Yeah.
And
you might win something free.
Ooh, prizes. So the government shut down, which we're not going to get into that because that's stupid. But what is stupid is that people are destroying national parks for no reason. I'm sure there's some people out there that are doing it accidentally, not realizing what they're doing to the environment. So what are your thoughts on that, Jordan? What do you think about the Joshua trees and all of that?
Yeah, I mean, even Rocky Mountain National Park over here,
yeah.
They're getting flooded with phone calls like, are you guys open? Can we? Because there's still people that want to go visit these incredible parks because they're beautiful.
Planning trips around it.
You know, they're literally, this is their vacation. And I think that's great, but I would really encourage folks in the meantime to go visit your state parks, your local parks, open spaces, different places like that. Because right now, just the national park folks are just doing everything they can to keep things kind of under control, but it's just there's just so much. There's so many people that visit national parks because for a reason, but there's also just a lot of kind of what I would describe as shenanigans going on. Like most recently, I saw this over in Joshua Tree. Some folks had literally just driven on restricted access area or whatever, and there's all sorts of probably very sensitive vegetation, wildlife, all sorts of different things that live on those areas, and they're restricted for a reason. It's not just to say you can't cross this line and then have you cross it, but there's stuff like that going on. I think a lot of people have seen in the news, like trash is overflowing, the porta potties aren't being serviced, like different stuff like that. But my thought process is really just explore other parks that maybe you've never been to before, or maybe don't get as much attention as these national parks, so that these national park folks can really get a handle on things once hopefully the government gets going. But it's really a pretty, I don't know, it's not a great time in the national parks history, and it's nothing on their end. It's just they're a federal service, and because the government shut down, they're kind of at the whims of that. So it's a real bummer.
Yeah, realistically, obviously the national parks and the government are like, hey, don't go there, but people are. So if you do decide to go, a couple of things to think about. One, you're on your own. Going to Zion National Park this summer, I realized how dangerous it can be if you don't have a plan and you don't know where you're going or what you're doing. Just hopping the fence and going into Yellowstone or Teton or any of these national parks that are open or have winter conditions as well can be very dangerous. I think I saw in the news there where they found 3 people had gone out and no one knows where they are. Hopefully they're okay, but it's just those things. There's no one that's going to be able to come and help you. Also, if you go, don't no trace. Don't leave a trace of anything. Realistically, people are still going to go out there, but make sure you take care of it as you would if it were open. I've never been to Joshua Tree National Park, but it sucks to know that there are going to be things that used to be there, and now they're no longer there.
Yeah, because like their iconic image of this like Joshua Tree and everything like that, like part of the news ad or whatever was like literally like that area. You just saw that tree just like halved because somebody had like ran it over.
I'm pretty sure Dr. Seuss has like a book of like the cool trees that everyone makes these shirts out of, and then they cut down all the trees, and then everyone's like, damn it, we don't want these sweaters, we want the trees. So don't cut down the trees at Joshua. Don't cut down any trees.
Who speaks for these trees?
Yeah, right?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so
we would also just love to hear anybody out there if you guys have any comments or any other information that you would like to contribute towards this like topic. We try to keep this fairly open-ended. We kind of talk about how we feel about it, but we're always interested to see what other folks might, what their opinions might be if they were actually at Joshua Tree and it's completely different than how the news is depicting it.
That's
like,
a good one.
Anything like that. We love to hear from folks that are right there and in it, so that we can kind of get the real deal, the lowdown as they call it.
The LD. Yeah, I had friends that were in North Carolina when that huge storm came and hit, and they were like, it snowed 1.5 inches, and everything just was like, the craziest storm ever.
Yeah.
So if anyone actually knows what's going on, let us know.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to be doing this as often as we can. We don't really have a date or a timeline. The more feedback we get, more viewers, more watchers, we'll definitely be doing this more often.
Yeah.
If you have anything you'd like us to talk about in our next segment, try to keep it into either wilderness or mental health. We both are in the field of working in a mental health hospital, so we have no problem discussing that kind of stuff. We will probably keep away from the risque subjects, but if you guys have anything that you'd like us to talk about, let us know, and we will bring that up next time we lead on one of these secret adventures.
Yep, send away. We'll field them and see which one makes the most sense. But send us any comments or ideas you might have. We're always looking for new ideas and stuff like that. So we'll be happy to see if you guys have any topics that you would like to see us discuss. Otherwise, otherwise, Kevin, I guess that kind of wraps things up.
Yeah, wrapping up. But we're gonna send it off with a picture, with the video of this skyline. I think this camera's been messed up the whole time, but it's all good. So, again, here's a hint to where we are. If Jordan and I will come up with a prize of whatever that is, if you can tell us where we are located.
Free sunglasses. There you go.
Free sunglasses. All right. Not telling you where we got them, what they are, or anything like that, but
Free shades.
free shades. All right. Signing off.